Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon and I'm back today with yet another episode of The Trials of Bhaal. We have some new supplicants ready for the slaughter here today, so let's go around, let's figure out who we are and who we're going to be playing. Let's start with our Dungeon Master, Chelsea. How's it going, Chelsea?
It is going. I am here, It's been a long week, and I am excited because there's a high probability that Bhaal may, in fact, be back today. So that also means there's a high probability for a TPK. So, if you would like to help with that, you know, if your decision could, in fact, maybe influence that. So get on those retweets, you know what I'm saying? Or those follows. You can do it that way too, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
all
I'm
right.
Chelsea. I'm here to promote Encounter Roleplay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm here to actually kill all of these players.
Well, speaking of, let's go around and meet some of these players. We have Paul with us today. How's it going, my man?
What is good, my dude? I'm pretty hyped. Yeah, what's up? My name is In1123. I'm going to be playing a dwarf fighter who has a bit of an alcoholic problem, but hopefully it won't get in his way.
Sure. That's never gotten in anyone's way in D&D when they're dwarves. That'll be fine, I'm sure. Great stuff. Can't wait to meet him. We also have Chris back with us tonight. Chris, how's it going, my man? It's totally muted.
Totally muted. It's my turn.
There's always
one.
one.
Awesome. I'm doing good. Apart from that, I can't wait to die some more. Get a good ball in. It's always fun. I'm playing
Gotta get it.
Barak, the dwarf cleric, who might not feel too good about another dwarf being around. We'll see.
Competition in the house. I like it.
There can only be one.
There can only be one. We have Mr. Good Guy Pie back with us tonight. How's it going, my friend?
Oh, it's going well. It's good to be back. And I'm going to be playing Ulla, the dancer. The best high elf of them all, and of course, far superior than any dwarf to be about. Let's be honest. They don't have the fine grace or the speech or pretty much anything.
Shots have been fired immediately upon arrival into this game. I like it a lot. We also have Celts back with us tonight. Celts, how's it going, my man?
Good. How's everybody? So I'll be playing Celts again. Halfling rogue, arcane trickster rogue, and he's been here with Bhaal's playthings for a while, so he's been amongst the Bhaal's playthings.
He's been in the Bhaal play pit, the ball pit, if you will.
Right.
Incredible, great stuff. Well, as myself, I will be playing Finbar, the half-elf bard. Here today, underwear salesman extraordinaire, bard when I get the chance, and well, I'm more of a lover than a fighter. Don't have anyone to love at the moment, so I'm more of a poet than anything else. Haven't really written much poetry recently, so I guess I'm not really sure what I am. But Finbar is terribly ugly on the inside, but terribly beautiful on the outside, and he's here today to deal with his ego, and he's Bhaal's favorite, which is a good thing, right? And, well, he ends up getting into a lot of trouble with his companion Darak, and sometimes his companion Ari as well. We'll have to see how that goes for us today. But before we dive into today's game, I'll remind you guys, of course, we are sponsored here today by Fantasy Grounds. FantasyGrounds.com is the virtual tabletop of choice that we use here in Encounter Roleplay on all of our shows, including this one. If you haven't tried it out, you can try out a demo version for free and come along and play with us each week on the Trials of Bhaal here and use it. All the licenses start at just $4. Also, if you haven't checked out Whaling Games, go over there to whalinggames.co.uk and check out all of their miniature lines and their D&D books. They're selling Undermountain and Waterdeep Dragon Heist on pre-order right now at up to 20% off the discount value. So if you're looking to get a good bargain, snag it over at whalinggames.co.uk. Of course, you guys can interact with today's show if you haven't followed yet. Hit the follow button and join us. Also, here is a tweet for you guys. As Chelsea mentioned, terrible things happen when we hit 20 retweets or 20 followers, so you guys get to decide something which happens next in our game. And of course, you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild, magic surges, and worse. But I'll hand over to Chelsea to remind us what happened last week on the show and take us into this episode of the Trials of Bhaal.
Yes. Okay, so last week on the Trials of Bhaal, they were actually put to a test, a mission, in fact, against the followers, kind of head followers of Bhaal, who are attempting to piece him back together after they have split him apart. And they, in fact, were in a competition, a race, to retrieve Finbar's ego, which is, of course, the only ego large enough in Bhaal's dominion to possibly replace his. Our players did, in fact, race these rogues. They had raced dinosaurs up to the top of a volcano and did, in fact, retrieve Finbar's ego first, just in time. Just in the nick of time. Today, we see, who was it? Oh, Ari, in fact, standing there. It was Ari that got it. Ari was standing there with Finbar's ego, this glowing ball of energy and light sitting in her hand. And as she grabs hold of it, Ari disappears. Derek and Finbar, the ground beneath you falls out, and you fall until you hit hard ground. And in this room that you're in, it which is pretty large, I would say about 100 feet across, give or take, is full of people. You have landed next to another dwarf, Derek, a halfling rogue, and what seems to be an elf, maybe wizard, maybe dancer. And all five of you basically fall from the ceiling and smash into the floor. Easily, you look around, this room is full of clones. They're identical male humans. Derek and Finbar, you know this to be Bhaal's mortal form. You've seen the multiples before.
Oh god.
Just a room full of them.
So much uglier when there's
A ballroom. Well, looks like some
Celts,
companions have joined us.
Yeah,
Oh, it's you
Celts,
again.
Did you see? Have you seen Bhaal's mortal form? You were with us for that game, weren't you?
I was, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
so you
this is
two
the
would
same
recognize this.
kind of frail
Yeah,
human.
frail human.
Okay, yeah, I remember him.
Hmm.
Oh yes,
Are they doing
it's
anything, or
what,
they're just
what
standing
was your
up?
name? Eltz, wasn't it? Yes, I recall you. You're the one that
I remember you as well.
attacked
You're
the baby with a
magician.
sledgehammer.
Absolutely. That's probably why I ended up here doing things like that, but it just made the most sense at the time, you understand.
It made a lot of sense at the time, I have to say, in your defense. And who were the rest? You look. I look over towards Ulur. Is that how I say that word?
Yeah.
Ulur. Who might you be?
Hello, the dancer. I am the finest man in the world. The universe.
Oh, I see this ending badly.
Dancer, you say? Interesting. And what of you, dwarf?
Bloody hell, where did you all come from? What is going on right now? I look over to the other dwarf. You must know what's going on. What is this? Where'd you all
Trust me,
come
he
from?
doesn't.
I'd sniff him.
Don't
Have you been
sniff me.
drinking?
What the?
Have you been drinking?
That's besides the point. First of all, answer my question. Where are we? Who are you? What's going on?
I just turn away from him. Dwarfs are always drunk. They're a disgrace.
I agree, dwarf.
Listen, I'll have you know, I didn't have my last drink until about... What time is it? Where are we? What's going on?
You
The
dead,
room you're
son?
standing in is basically a box. It's just a stone room, ceiling, floors, walls. No doors that you can tell, and no windows.
I believe this is what they call a box.
I'm just gonna
How
look
many
over to
balls
the
are in
dancer.
here?
Give or take about 55.
It's a lot of balls.
Quite a few. It's a lot of balls. And these balls,
A
they
lot
are
of
in fact
balls.
chained together by the wrist.
Gaggle
and their
of
wrists.
balls.
A gaggle, just a swarm of them.
A murder.
Do they acknowledge us in any way?
They are all standing there, chained together, their wrists to the floor, and not one of them, they all seem to be alive. They're breathing and somewhat moving, but they are staring at the ground. None of them will make eye contact with you.
Do we think they're planning to put all those things we just found into one of these?
Quite possibly, yes. Catching you up, Dwarf and Lure and Celts. There was a whole thing. We got some things, and they're going to put it into Bhaal, who is the ruler of this place, but now he's a child because we got rid of some of those things. Up to date.
Right.
It makes as much sense as two dwarves being in the same place next to me.
Right. Good.
Yeah,
That's fair.
racist.
That's fair.
But okay.
That is fair.
Who has the things now? Do we have the things, or
I
who's they?
don't have the things. Do I have the things, Chelsea?
Oh, do we have the thing?
You have, no. This is great. I love it when my players know what's going on. Every week. No, you know that it was, what was it? It was 2 items. It was the sword, that you guys recovered, which you guys handed over, and then the other one was his, what was that? His super ego and his id. I don't remember what his id was. Oh, it was the box. The box that you took back from the repeating dream. And yes, both of those were returned to the trio of, I'm going to call them white because their skin is kind of this like washed gray color. The trio that basically raced you up the mountain had all those things. Or those 2 things. The ego, of course, the 3rd item,
Was
Ari
Finbar
just
all
left
along?
with. It was in him all along. No, Ari was just standing with it in her hand at the top of that volcano when she disappeared.
I
That
don't
was the
think we've
3rd
got
item.
any of the things.
I don't
How
remember
quickly-
having anything.
No. How quickly can we kill 50 balls?
That's a good question. We could certainly try that out. Or
When
we
you
could
say the
look
word
to see if there's a
kill-
way out of here. Oh dear.
When you guys say that, one of them, only one of them in the room, you hear his chains like nudge as he acknowledges you when he hears that you guys are going to kill them. Just one of them kind of like,
I like
Let's talk
shaking
to them.
fear. Like, I don't think they like that word.
Have you tried the implementation of a fireball?
That's a,
No,
I like
we
the sound
haven't
of that.
tried that tactic. It is a popular tactic. We haven't tried it.
Tried
Feel
and
free,
tested.
by all means.
And I will retreat to a safe distance.
is the plan you're going to blow up
Yeah, I
all of
follow
these
suit.
innocent balls?
Hold on for one
How
moment.
innocent are they?
I think before we start throwing fiery balls at balls, we should probably try to figure it out and understand. Maybe we don't have to kill them.
Right.
If I've
Look,
learned
I'm
one thing
here
in
to
this place,
understand.
if I've learned one
Understand.
thing in this place, it's that you don't understand anything and you have to kill everything.
well, that may be true, but the last thing we
I
need
need a
is a
drink.
fireball in here and a bunch of hot and sweaty balls. So let's just talk to one of them. You there?
In a small box.
Yes, in a small box.
Do you like point at one?
Yeah, you.
I retreat to a safer distance.
He like looks around kind of nervously and like barely makes eye contact with you. And every time his eyes dodge back towards the floor. But he's acknowledged you. He's not gonna say it. He hasn't said anything.
What on earth is wrong with you?
He like looks around. You can see he's like struggling, and he says, "They're coming.
Who are?
What do you say?
They're coming to take us."
Oh. The brothers and sisters, those 3 people, the weird ones. Oh, one of them's name is Deirdre or something tragic. What was it? Oh,
Bertha?
Cool. It's like,
Could have been a Bertha. She had a really
Can't
ugly name. She had an
We
ugly
only
last
Glor-
name.
We met them, what,
Gloria
5 minutes
could have been
ago?
Gloria.
I can't remember.
Gloria was one
Must
of
have been
them.
an orc.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember their names. So, Lord, and he says,
Too
"No,
many
no,
cattle
no,
tales.
shh, 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 shh. They're taking us to the cleansing."
Cleansing. Okay, and what happens at the cleansing? Like a washroom?
Sure. I mean, there's...
Sure. How much death is involved?
All of it?
All of the death. Good.
All of
Good.
it.
Good to know.
He goes,
First of all, how much death?
There is a...
Nice to get
There's
some solid answers for once.
a basin, a big one, there's a big basin. A big one.
A big basin? And you get sucked into this basin and whirled around?
We get drained into it.
Drained into the basin, then inside the
Drain balls
basin.
into a basin.
They're gonna drain all the balls, all of them into a basin.
Get all that basin balls. Okay. I see, and
we can't take Piglet anywhere.
You said it, not me.
Why are they doing this to you, little ball?
He goes, they need all of us, all of his mortal blood to bring him back.
Oh,
that kind of training.
That kind of, right, I see. Right, to bring him back, and by him you mean Bhaal, by which you mean you. Okay, which we want? I think we want that, because I think you're the only way for us to get out of here. Because I think without you, we can't escape. Is that right, Derek? I wasn't paying attention.
Without Bhaal, if we die, we don't come back, and the fun just stops.
The fun stops.
I'm not sure if that's the good option or the bad option, frankly.
Little Bhaal.
What was that?
Where are we? We haven't had a decisive answer on that one.
You're dead, and this is Bhaal's dominion. Welcome to your death. You'll get over it, I promise you.
So my ex did kill me. Good.
Yes,
I thought she
definitely.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I would have guessed, actually. Yes.
Looking at you, you look like someone who would be killed by their ex.
Yes, definitely.
So you're saying that we're dead, and this Bhaal guy is our key to escaping whatever this personal claustrophobic is.
Yes.
Okay.
And the twist is, this Bhaal guy is also dead.
He's dead, and they need to kill all of these little balls to bring back the big ball.
It's like a little puzzle.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense. You have to get rid of the little balls to get the big balls.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
I understand that. So
I think it's called the Catamari of balls.
So and they're saying that they need their blood to be cleansed to bring back this bloody hot ball, or
right? Pretty much.
So then we should go to the original plan and kill all these little balls.
It does catch on faster than most of them. I appreciate that.
He goes.
My only.
They're coming. They're coming.
I'm sorry.
They're coming. He all of them like back up against the wall, heads down. And part of the balls to the wall, all of them.
There it is.
The stone door, a stone door, basically, or like notch, like out, and it has to duck to get in this 8-foot door, whatever it is. It's a shadowy kind of figure, and it comes in and simply like gestures, and the line, this giant chain of balls, mortal balls, walk out of the room. And they kind of single file out of a smorgasbord of chained balls.
A buffet of little balls.
And they all like shuffle out one by one, like out of this doorway into basically darkness. And this shadow figure, it stands significantly above all of you and looks down with these kind of glowing yellow eyes and simply points at the door.
Is it asking us to go?
Door.
I think it's telling us.
Looks like it wants us to go to the basin.
After the information they just gave us, I don't want to follow that.
No, I don't want to follow them either.
Oh,
me neither. The rest of you, have you seen something like this before?
I don't think so. Good sir, I call out to me. Hello there. My name is Finbar the Bard. We're looking to go somewhere that isn't the Basin of Balls.
I want to go to the ball basin.
It says nothing. It stares at you.
Maybe there's a shop somewhere we could go instead.
Have you tried? It looks like a man of another language. Try that.
Okay, I'll speak in Elvish. Hello, good sir. Finbar the Bard.
No, it doesn't say anything.
I speak in Dwarvish. Hello, good sir. Finbar the Bard.
Oh, your accent is terrible.
I curdle at him speaking in Dwarven.
It in fact does not say anything.
Okay.
It simply
I'll try
stands
Sylvan.
pointing at the door.
Hello
do
there.
what?
Pull out the dancer in Sylvan. I don't know how to speak Sylvan or not.
Actually,
Oh,
no, it technically is not Fae. It's not. I know, it's not Fae. Anybody
This is just like a shadowy figure, right? We don't know what it is or anything.
You can
I
try
talk
to
to it in
identify.
Thieves' Cant?
No, I don't think it
Thieves'
speaks the thieves can't.
I'm gonna tell him, hello, I'm Finbar the Bard.
He's not.
I'm gonna walk out the door. This is rubbish. I'm just gonna walk out the door.
I think you're mistaken, my friend. I am Finbar the Bard. You are someone else.
And I am Ulla the dancer.
Alright, so it doesn't seem like this figure is gonna be responding to any of us. Unless anyone has any ideas, it seems perhaps maybe.
I believe the idea of a fireball was mooted.
Someone say fireball?
That ship sailed. We were gonna fireball the balls, right?
Are all the clones out of the room now and just kind of?
Yeah, they've pretty much all shuffled out. You can still hear the faint like clinging of their chains as they shuffle. But that's about it. As they are clearly like walking off into this darkness.
I'm gonna follow the parade of balls.
Yeah, we can't waste any good times on the shadow guy. Let's follow the balls.
Yeah, I think we should just go with the balls. Rolling with the balls.
It's worked for me thus
rolling
far in life.
The balls. So everybody exits, and you do step into darkness. Your feet stay underneath you, solid floor the whole way, but you walk just what feels like endlessly. There's no set direction. You can feel the presence of the shadowy figure behind you, though all you see are its glowing eyes. And it walks slowly behind you as if guiding you through the darkness. And you come upon a very large, eventually, structure made of stone. And actually, this is where I have things for you.
I got things.
I love things.
Let's see. Which one do I want to give you?
We did have things. I knew it, Derek.
We knew there were going to be things.
Finally.
Let's do this.
We get things with our balls.
Huzzah.
Okay. We'll do this one because I think this is the best view of it to start. So you see this stone structure, closed in ceiling, and the light is very, very dim. It comes from basically a single source. And at the far end of it is a large flight of stairs that leads up to this, what can only be described as an altar. The floor that you step onto as you walk in, because the shadow figure does guide you in, is made of stone, but there seems to be a layer of dark, sticky blood across the whole thing. Actually, why don't you all roll me a perception?
Every week I forget what my perception mod is. There we go. Oh, doesn't matter what my mod is.
That's a natural 20 from Finbar the Bard.
That's a 1.
Well, Finbar. No. Well, Derek, maybe you are just overcome with
I'm
the
so
amount
disgusted
of
by
blood.
being around this drunk dwarf that.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. So natural 20s and a Jesus. Okay. So basically everybody but Allure, did I get it right? Allure and Derek are both, you guys don't really see anything. It's too dark, it's too disorienting, or maybe your eye catches the giant basin at the far end of the room. But everybody, really, including Celts, sees that hanging on the ceiling, like somebody curing large slabs of meat, are the bodies of all of the drained balls.
That was fast.
The
wow.
humanoids. The chained ones stand in the room, waiting to be drained. They begin lining up along the stairs.
How far to the basin?
I hope.
To the basin, I don't know, 50 feet or so. I mean, it's a pretty large space. I'm just saying that it's. Yeah, let me see the center.
No worries. Maybe like legs out.
Of it.
Chelsea's internet a bit when she like shares a map. Yeah, mine's still loading. It's okay though.
All right.
I'll let you know.
I'm gonna keep going. And
Yeah.
slow it in. Let's see if I closed it out on my end. Cool.
So
Yeah.
good.
So the room is very, very, very large. There's enough space where there are. Oh, lighting again.
I want to try a refresh, Chelsea. I think it's when you share the maps because they're really big images. Fantasy Grounds is like, okay, I'm going to upload this, and so your upload speed gets throttled away from the call and into Fantasy Grounds. So refresh probably has you fixed.
There we go. Is that better?
There you go. All good.
Hey. Yep, I just needed a good refresh. Okay, much better. So, yeah, the space that you're standing in is easily 200 or 300 feet across and in depth. It's a very large space. There are hundreds of bodies hanging from the ceiling by their feet that have been obviously drained into this giant basin at the end of the room that sits on this pedestal. There's a man dressed in red. Drow, possibly, based on kind of the white hair and skin tone, and he holds in his hand something throbbing and beating. As you see an elf you know very well, Gloria. Yeah,
I'm sure I do.
Yeah, you know, old Gloria, she's there, still beaten and bruised from the race up the mountain, and she is going one by one as the balls step up to the basin. She slices their throat and tosses their body off the side. The shadowy figure begins hanging them in his giant size from the ceiling like ornaments.
That is a throbbing and beating ball right there.
Let's not get in that queue.
Let's not get in that queue. I don't like queuing.
Get in there.
No,
I don't like that.
I always cut the queues. I'm too important for that.
True enough. You know, Gloria, that woman there who's doing that, she is terrible. She's just the worst. And I mean, with a name like Gloria, it's not a good name at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
She hears you say her name.
Very
sensitive. Talking about her very, very in this very room.
Hate how ugly her name. Oh, Gloria, you're here. Gloria, I didn't see
she slices this guy's throat, you know, like tosses him to the side, and she's like, "It's okay. This line is not for you. We don't want to taint this blood."
No, you're not getting your hands on my taint, Gloria. Not with a name like Gloria.
No, we've got plenty of balls here. No, we don't need any of that. So yeah, and she says, "You're simply here to watch. Oh, and of course, when he rises, he may in fact look for new victims with his increased power."
So he's going to try and kill us. And you're doing that so he comes back.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
I cast Fireball.
You gonna cast it at her? Yeah. So, all right, I can do this. So,
I know part of this. I take
I'm just gonna step back and go like, all right.
I missed my safe distance.
I was about to say, here's what happens. How wide is that fireball?
20 foot radius. Yeah.
Okay, 20-foot radius. So it's this giant 20-foot radius. Man, that's pretty big. So here's what's gonna happen. The line of balls see this coming, and they are going to dive in the way of it. Not terribly dexterous. Okay, so at a 12, they fumble and try. How much damage are you doing?
I need to check the damage dice for fireball. I think
because they are throwing themselves directly in line of this. They are blocking it from hitting the.
So I'm just checking the damage die on it. It's 8d6.
It's 8d6.
Yeah, 8d6.
Okay, go ahead. Roll all 8d6.
All right, and on a failed save, it does 4 damage, and my thing is 13. Yeah.
Okay.
So. So.
What are my chances of sneaking over towards the basin while all this is happening?
I would say they have risen because there's now a distraction. Oh yeah, your odds are going up, friend.
I want to make my way to the basin.
All right, so why don't you just roll me a stealth? Wow, 26. So there were, I said there were, about 55 of them in that room. I would say they've gone through about 10 or 12 of them in this amount of time in terms of slicing their throats. So about 10 or 12 of them step in front. They basically just toss their bodies at this fireball, trying to block it before it hits the basin. It does, in fact, stop it, but they all perish in the explosion because they're just dudes in, like, no armor or anything. There's frail little human men.
Frail little balls.
Yeah, frail little balls. And you just crispy fried them. So, the rest of them see this.
My God, man.
The rest of them see this and immediately drop what they're doing and start to move after you. And she says, "No, fools! Kill yourselves. I'll take care of them." And they begin walking up to the basin and slicing their own throats and draining themselves in. Bodies are beginning to drape over the side. How would you guys like to proceed?
Gloria, I was no part of this.
If this is combat,
they don't
Gloria, remember our history.
This is history.
Is that the best thing to remember?
With Bhaal, you love to hate, and if you kill us, you don't get to do that anymore.
That's true. You love to hate me. And we've got a thing. Don't you feel that Gloria kind of, oh, I'm really mean to you, and you kind of like it, and then you kill people, and it's kind of hot, but also your name's Gloria, so it's not, and then we've got this on-off thing.
You're very poor at this flirting thing. She's a drow.
Well,
Try some dark, edgy poems.
Her name is Gloria. I mean, what can you do?
I don't know. Like, try something, I don't know, try interpreting dance.
This elf talks a lot.
She can hear both of you.
It does.
She can hear you.
Kels, were you planning on sneaking around? Did you want to roll that stealth? I'm sorry if I missed it.
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, you did. Oh, at a 4. Yeah, no, it's just way too obvious. There's too much commotion. Most of them at this point have there. The image has loaded. I'll make sure not to make it quite so large next time. Sorry about that. So this woman, she's kind of edging toward it. She's listening to what you're all saying, but she is getting closer and closer with her dagger. And the priest at the altar is quickly ushering them along, making sure they have drained completely. And he continues to hold this beating heart. Yes. Yeah, it does kind of look like Jell-O on the screen. I was thinking that too. But the pieces to the side of it are in fact like statues. So, anyways, and she kind of edges closer. She says, "I am going to have to kill you if you try to stop this from happening."
One moment. I'm having a conversation here with Finbar. Can you just wait? Thank you.
Very rude, Gloria.
Now,
I'm just going to
as I say, I've always tried to interpret dance as a flirting thing. It normally works on people with really bad names.
Interesting. Gloria, What's your favorite thing?
Killing for balls.
Killing for balls.
For balls. For these balls.
You are a
cheap date.
Okay, your favorite thing is killing for these balls.
I like to kill for ball.
Okay, well, oh God, I can't. It's just boring. It's just that word, you know. Okay.
What?
I'll
the
try.
great ball is magnificent, and he will rise again.
You should
It's
give
his
her a pet name.
newest
Are
form.
you dating or
Keep
something?
saying,
Is Bhaal your boyfriend?
Oh, I only could wish that the great ball would date me.
Is he
He
dating
says-
right now? Do you know? Who is he dating?
Ball has not seen a woman since he was mortal. 3 editions ago. 4 editions.
He's not. He's not very good at being a god if he doesn't have a woman. Come on, what kind of
Oh,
powerful,
it's not
awesome
interested in
person?
such mortal
Wait.
pleasures.
Gloria, darling,
What?
you are ravishing and regal murderer. You've been serving Bhaal for how many years now down here?
A lot?
A lot of years. And has he never noticed you?
I'm his favorite of all of them. And I know
I mean-
when I raise him from the dead again, he will, in fact, love me.
Well, I can see that you're getting a lot of ball action. You haven't been neglecting that, but I mean, is there anything else?
I'm not gonna. I think I hear what you're saying, Finbar. I'm not getting a lot of Gloria action. Just a lot of
Well-
ball action.
I mean, you've been slaving away on these balls for quite some time, and it seems like well, Bhaal himself has not taken notice of you. Are you really sure if you've been serving down here for years that he's going to fall in love with you now that you bring him back? I mean,
Of course,
Let's
he
face
will.
it,
Didn't you say
This
This
Gloria.
time
you
he
already
will be
raised them
different.
once?
I picked
Oh.
up on something too. Did you say you were gonna raise him again?
I said no such thing.
did you did this?
Uh,
This has happened
I heard
before?
she said again.
You're
Yeah.
welcome to
I heard that
roll
too.
an insight. You're welcome to roll an insight.
I just roll a d20.
I like Gloria when she's all flustered.
Me too. Almost cute.
Her name's Gloria.
Except she's a like gray skin, like a pale white skinned dwarf that's bald. She's bald.
Let's just
That's
let's
hot.
just change your name and
At an 11. No, definitely not, Kelsey. You think she's telling the truth.
I'm sorry.
Anybody else want to roll an insight? No,
let's insight you.
Hold on.
11 was mine.
19 from Finbar.
She is. I was about to say she is in fact lying, Finbar.
So,
She's telling an untruth.
Gloria.
13.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Gloria,
Sorry.
darling. Both you and I know that you've done this before, and, well, you didn't notice you last time, and it's not going to notice you now. Did you know that if you're likely to sleep with someone, you'll know within at least 3 seconds, and that's why I make my moves immediately within 3 seconds, all of the time. And why often I begin sleeping with people before I've even seen them.
so
I am impressed, Finbar.
you're telling me I should make a move on Ball.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you telling her, Finbar?
Sure.
What
That's
is
exactly
where's
what
this
I was-
conversation
That
going
was
right now?
exactly where this was headed.
She says, "Well, you know, Finbar, I don't particularly like you. You are Ball's other favorite, but that is in fact why I have chosen you. Well, your form, that is. So why don't all of you sit right here? We're almost done."
do we get
and
some food or like snacks? I don't normally watch shows about these things.
She turns around and hisses, "Just sit still. And she like continues up the flight of stairs. She's finishing off all of the rest of the line of the clones. And the giant shadowy figure has finished hanging them. Blood drips from the ceiling like a slow rain on all of you. As you stand there, the ground is soaking at this point. Your feet stick to it. And the priest figure, who is now definitely a drow and also female, steps forward with a pounding heart in her hand. And she snaps her fingers, and the orb that represents Finbar's ego in her other. She merges them. You watch her as she kind of presses them together, and it in her hand, and she drops it into this giant vat, just hundreds of gallons of blood. And for a second, nothing happens. This orb kind of sinks down into it. The room goes silent. And then a ripple out from the top of the water, then another one. And something begins to rise out of it. Now, this basin is about 10 foot across. So it's like in total, like circumference across it. So it's very large. And a giant something begins to rise out of it, covered in blood. It's kind of familiar. What is that? No. Who is that? It finishes rising out. Begin to see maybe ears, elf ears? Finbar, everybody, roll a perception.
Oh God, Wormtail, what did you do?
Swear to God, if this is my mum.
I mean, it's better than my last roll.
Come on. I am
so all right.
Darak is not perceptive tonight.
We are not.
You guys, I was going to say, none of you guys are perceptive tonight. Yeah, you're like, I don't know, what is that? And it begins to rise. It is humanoid. In fact, it's got a humanoid type finger. The blood just sticks to it as if a coating of icing on a cake. And the body is becoming more and more, it is naked, at least from what you can tell from like the waist up. And it continues to just rise. It's a giant half-elf. No, Finbar, it is you.
How do we know that's him? Like, do we know that it looks like him, or
good?
It is not until this giant figure, like I said, that stands probably 10 foot tall, 6 foot wide, just an oversized giant form of Finbar, rises out of this blood basin and steps down onto the stairs, which it takes in almost a single stride. And it is, once it is standing there naked in front of you, dripping, and you look up at it, you cannot deny the fact that it is Finbar.
That looks just like you.
That is well proportioned and accurate.
This can never be unseen, Finbar. This
it can't be both well proportioned and accurate.
What
Finbar.
did you do?
I've seen you naked.
Put on some clothes, sir.
I look great.
No.
Bhaal stands staring down at the lot of you, looks over and sees the priestess and, of course, the his faithful follower, Gloria. And both of them hit their knees and bow, their face almost touching the bloody floor. And he looks at them and says, "Rise. Are these mine?" Gloria says, "Oh, yes, master. We brought them for you." Good. He reaches up on the ceiling nonchalantly and plucks a body, bites a head off of it, gulps it down, tosses the remainder.
Probably time for us to go. I don't want to see Gloria get laid with me because she's.
Did he just eat himself, technically?
Always been a dream.
Wait,
That's all I'm saying. Shall we go?
Question.
I don't think we need to see this.
We're on our way now.
You're not going anywhere. And he slides his hand, and the passageway you came in closes off, and he says, "I am feeling new, fresh,
nude,
charismatic."
We are nude.
You are very nude. Have you tried?
Yes, but
have you tried putting some clothes on?
He says,
It's
"Don't
just
make
a bit
him in my
hypnotic,
side."
You're trying to be intimidating. I can't take you seriously with that thing just dangling there. What is that, 17?
There's only one pocket on those shorts.
Jesus God. Smack you in the face. This is ridiculous. And he stands there, hands on hips, unashamed.
Oh God.
And he says,
Well,
Rightly so.
Gloria fancies you. She told me she fancies you.
well, of course she does. She is my loyal follower. And he like pets her head.
I mean,
He
with
says,
a
"But
body
you,
like
Finbar."
ours, can you blame her?
Well,
And an ego to match.
soon it will be only my body. You see, Finbar,
Oh.
I've decided that there are aspects of my mortal life that I miss. But I have to replace someone. To return, that is. So, I've decided that you, Finbar, are the chosen one. I will
What about him?
replace
He's
you.
weird.
Return.
Points at just the party.
No one particular, just anyone.
I personally
Someone
vote
to
for that
solve.
guy.
My stature is gonna pull that off.
I point to Magni because
And
he's
he-
the drunk dwarf.
Maybe I'll just kill all of you. He says, while I'm gone, I'll procure clothing. Good luck. And he turns and like goes to walk off. And as he does so, he snaps his fingers and the chains from the ceiling release around the feet of all the dead bodies and they drop.
Ouch.
Did you get me? And I was about to say, and they drop from the ceiling. I need all of you to make a dex save to not be smashed by bodies.
Oh boy.
Let's see if I can beat a 2
Oh,
with
boy.
disadvantage.
It's 33.
13.
Oh. 9.
You got the same
Oh.
as me every time so far.
I'm drunk, so clearly I
One of
can't.
us has to go. One of us has to go.
Okay, each of you are gonna take 2d10 worth of damage.
Fair.
You guys take 14 points as these bodies fall about 20 feet from the ceiling and just smack into you. You're now covered in them. While you're laying here all smothered in balls, we are in fact going to go into combat because the zombies begin to, or these bodies begin to
Well, the zombies, are they?
and they start to move on top of you, writhing and wriggling as if coming to life. Yeah, and you can beat them off and do me a favor, like beat them off of your body, get them off, and roll me an initiative while I pee. I'm so
Still good. Time to keep me alive, everyone, because he only wants me.
No, he's
I
Sacrifice
keep doing
yourselves for me.
You talked him into all of us.
No, this is not how it works.
Bodies are
I
quite
am
literally
clearly more
hitting the
famous.
floor right now.
Do you think
Gonna do-
bodies and its raging men are about the same event?
Oh.
Perspectives.
I like to think so.
So someone's really happy about it. The other person's just really, really scared.
Quite annoyed about it.
Very annoyed.
Well, it looks like we've
what's my
got
initiative?
that. Yeah,
Uh,
I'll make an eternal
15.
hit for Chelsea.
That's 18 in total, I guess.
Who's our sponsor this week, Will?
For this week. Sponsored by
sorry about that, crew.
Gloria.
That's what I get. That's what I get for drinking all that coffee. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight down. You guys roll
You
off
got it.
your initiative in the order I call you out. Derek, what'd you roll?
17.
17.
Finally.
Kelts?
16.
16, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Allure?
18.
18. Did I get that? Ragni?
Ragni, 19.
Ragni. 19, I did get it right. Okay, and Finbar, what'd you roll?
8.
Okay. So, wow, you guys rolled really well for initiative. You guys were, like, ready for this. So, I'm going to roll single just once for all the zombies. I'm going to treat these kind of like a swarm on you guys because there's hundreds of them that have dropped from the ceiling.
Oh boy. Let's hope they don't go first.
Time to
This
run.
will be a short game.
They're not terribly dexterous. They're not. They're not very dexterous. So the zombies will go last. No, they won't. They'll go next to last. So first up is Ragni. How do you what are you up to? The zombies are basically covering you in this space.
So I want to get out. how many zombies are on me, or am I like? Can I not move? Is it?
Why don't you roll me a 1d4, and we'll decide how many zombies landed on you just by chance.
1d4. Great. So I want to get those 3 zombies off of me.
Okay.
And how close is everybody else around me?
I suspected you guys were pretty close. You were kind of all standing together. More than likely, when the bodies fell, you all made your deck checks. You kind of spread. So I'd say you're at least within 10 feet of each other, give or take.
Okay. I just want to get off. I just want to get away from the zombies. If I have to throw a zombie onto somebody else, I will. But
all
I
right,
just want to get out of the pile.
let's do a strength.
Oh. And then that's plus. Do I add a modifier to that? Right? Yeah.
Okay, great. So, I'm sorry, I duplicated it. So total 17. Yeah, you're able to like, and you like toss these bodies off, and you're able to stand up, which is pretty much going to be your turn in terms of it. But I'll let you roll a perception if you want to see if you can note a way out.
Okay. 19.
Oh yeah. You can very visibly see, and just there on the map, there are windows, kind of surrounding it. They do lead out to pitch-ass black darkness. It doesn't seem that there's any glass in them, but they are extreme. They're about 25 feet in the air. The bottom of them, they're very, very tall walls. So you're going to need to make a climb check or some kind of athletics to get to it.
How far am I from these windows?
I would say in the center of this room, what I say earlier, 100 or so feet to the wall, we'll say. Let's say 100, just to make it easy.
Ball. All right.
Yep.
Okay. And that you said that was my turn, or can I kind of run towards it?
No, that was pretty much it. So you'll be able to make that run the next round. Granted, there'll be zombies everywhere, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Can I
next
shout?
up,
let them know? Or?
Yeah, you can totally talk as you stand.
Get these bloody things off me! Hey! There's holes in the wall! I'm running to it! I'm running to it!
He's gone mad. He's quite gone mad. Oh yes, hole in the wall!
I was going to say, you're Finbar under the bodies. Oh, talking to you.
Right on the wall.
Allure. How would you like to proceed? You two are also covered in bodies. You're welcome to roll me a 1d4, unless you just have a plan.
I'll roll that 1d4.
All right, let's see how many zombies are covered in.
Oh no, I'm so used to roll 20.
I know. Yep.
2.
So you've got 2 of them laid across you.
Allure will pull out his scimitar and activate his blade singing. As he sort of just starts like humming a tune like as sort of like the magic begins to flow.
All right.
And then he will tap his blade onto the floor and cast Blink.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so you're like laying underneath all of them, and you... Oh, I wish there was a way for roll that.
50% chance.
Yeah, go ahead and... looking for it. No, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want. Yes. Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. You vanish from your current plane of existence and appear in an ethereal plane. Okay. So it is the end of your turn, so that is Blink. So you are welcome to roll that d20.
Come on. Oh.
No! Yes! So you stay. No, but that is a really cool spell, and I'm going to have to use that at another point. So you, you try, and you're not sure if it's the zombies hold on you or if it's Bhaal's dominion. something that's locking you in this place, but your magic doesn't quite get you there.
Okay.
Yeah. And we move right. So that was your turn. You can make a strength check if you want to try to throw them off of you. I'll give you that on your turn as well.
Okay.
In place of movement.
Right. Oh dear. Can I argue trying to like wiggle out instead of like throw them off? Or like
yeah, you could roll more of a dex if you wanted, or something that's more that's
like
a little bit
try and
more
sort
extra space.
spin his body and sort of thing.
I would say that's acrobatics. I'd take that as acrobatics.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's 18 plus my acrobatics, which I have. I think. Okay. Plus my acrobatics, which that makes it a 24.
All right. So, yeah, you definitely make it, no problem. You like wiggle squiggle right out from underneath them. You can't necessarily stand yet. You can do that at the top of your next turn, but you are able to like wiggle free of the two of them. Derek, it's your turn. Roll me that 1d4 and let's see how many on top of you.
Can I try and turn undead instead of breaking out? Oh yeah, I'm rolling to see how many on me on there. Sorry.
Yeah, roll how many, but yeah, you can totally try to turn them. Yeah, 4. Cool.
Derek always likes 4.
I do. The more the merrier, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would like to try and turn undead. So any undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, shit. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do.
15.
Well, shit.
All right. Here's what I was about to say. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll once for this, and then I'm gonna roll a percentile. So a percentage of them, if affected, will be affected within the 30 foot. Is kind of how I'm gonna play this out. So, because they are not wise, right? They are not wise.
Roll poorly.
Yeah, I rolled really poorly. Yeah, I will say within a 30-foot radius.
Within 30 feet of me, yeah.
How do I want to do this? I'm just gonna roll. This is how we're gonna do it. There were 55 of them was my original plan. Oh my god. So 20 of them all turn. What happens to them when they turn?
Are they challenge rating of a half or lower?
These are, yes, they are.
They are destroyed.
So you guys watch as he does this, 20 of them surrounding you. That includes all of them that were on top of you, basically, in that area. Disappear. Poof, just like Buffy dust powder, a vamp, right before your eyes.
And brush off my dress.
Now you guys are covered in sticky blood. Zombie dust as it sprinkles from the ceiling like a snow globe onto you, and you stand there. There's still about 35 of them, and they were the farther ones off. They kind of look, and it is now Keltz's turn. So the zombies that were on you no longer on you. You are in free movement.
Okay, so I'm just going to scramble to the nearest wall then.
All right, cool.
Dash.
Oh, okay, dash it. How you're gonna have to dash the zombies. They're basically encircling all of you. Let me see if I can't show you kind of where you guys are at. Let me pull that up really quick, so that you can see. Because basically, you guys were kind of in the center of the room. The zombies dropped on top of you. He created kind of an empty space around you in a 30-foot kind of circle, but the rest of the zombies are kind of between you and the wall. So what I'll let you do is make the movement. Yeah.
I would, instead of just to the wall, I want to dash to the staircase. I didn't realize that image had loaded.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
like
that's
from that
helpful.
platform would be easier to get to the window. Yeah.
It sure,
so then, yeah,
I'm
gonna dash for the staircase.
So yeah, I would say you definitely make that in your turn for sure, and you hit the stairs, kind of the base of them, and would be able to reach the top by the next one. But that area is actually clear there on the stairs of zombies.
And I'm just gonna.
They kind of
do we have our gear?
Yeah.
So then, once I hit the stairs, I'm gonna pull my short sword.
Love it.
You just have it ready.
Your like foot hits the stairs, and you draw the sword.
Yep, go get him.
Yep, go. And it is now the zombies' turn. These zombies hobble in towards you, closing in on the circle around you, and they, let's see. Oh. They are able to close in the gap between you and them, where some of them begin attacking. So we're going to say everybody that's on the ground, or that's on the main floor, not on the stairs, so everybody but Kels will be getting attacked this round. You're going to be... I'm going to just roll once. Well, yeah, I guess that's the easy thing to do. Once for all of them. All right. That one probably doesn't hit Derek, right?
No.
8. Let me roll really poorly on all these. 4 definitely doesn't hit. Who was on the 4? Finbar, that doesn't hit you, does it? I can't imagine it does.
No.
10 probably doesn't hit Ragni, right? And last but not least, a 5. So the zombies basically move in towards you, and they dive, and you guys are able to like move, but they are in your space. They're all over the swarming kind of around you at this point in the center of the room. Celts being the only one that has hit the stairs. All right, and we move right along in that initiative order back around. Oh no, I'm sorry, Finbar, you're at the bottom. Haha.
So I am, just where I like it.
So you are.
Now, I've seen Celts run up there towards Bhaal and towards Gloria. Is Gloria still there?
From what you can tell, it is only zombies in the room. It looks like Bhaal and his 2 minions, the Priestess and Gloria, are gone.
And does the altar, the basin as they've described it, does it look like it's like funneling things down into it, like the blood is draining through?
Oh, you're welcome to try to... I mean, you won't be able to see it from there. You'd have to actually climb the stairs.
Well, they said it would, so I think it's the only way out of here. So I'm going to run up those stairs as well, behind Celts, drawing my sword as I go. Yes, onwards!
All right. I'm going to have you make a dex check on that, only because you're going to have to dodge the zombies as you, like, skimmy through them. Little shimmy action.
I'm taking that one.
You like nail a zombie. It just knocks you back, and so you're not able to make it to the stairs. The wall of zombies surrounding all of you is pretty thick. And now we start back over at the top. Ragni, there are tons of zombies all around you.
Okay. I am gonna make my way towards the stairs as well. After seeing Celts run towards the stairs, seems like a smart idea. So yeah. I'm gonna run towards the staircase.
So you two will make a dex check as you dodge through them behind Finbar. What's your what do you add on top of that?
1.
So a 14. You definitely make it to the bottom of the stairs. Zombies are kind of touching and grabbing you as you go, but you do make it to the bottom.
Okay. And I'm gonna get my battle axe ready.
Yeah, you unsheath the battle axe ready for combat. Nice. And that means it is Allur's turn. You two are in the center of this zombie horde.
Allur's going to stand up, and now I'm going to ask it. Can I attempt to jump from shoulder to shoulder of the zombies?
If you wanted to do that, here's how that would work. You're going to have to make the athletics check to climb them.
Okay.
They're going to have to make a dex save to stay on their feet, because you're literally climbing a, like, decaying corpse.
Okay.
It has, like, you know, little structure. If they stay on their feet, yes. How many feet can you move?
Right now, since I just got up, 20 feet.
So I would say in 20 feet, you're going to be able to hop 2 zombies.
2 zombies.
If the first one's successful, you can roll to hop straight onto the second one, so it would just be his dex. And your balance. Does that make sense? So it'll be a rolling of dice competition here. So the first thing I need you to do is climb a zombie. So roll the athletics.
Come on. 19.
Holy shit! Damn. Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
You
Plus
do in
one, that
fact
makes it 20.
climb yourself a zombie. You make it to the top, and the zombie.
Come on.
Okay, the zombie managed to stay up. It is like, oh, as you're on it. Now what I'm going to have you do is, well, let's say you hop. I'll give it to you. You rolled a high enough on that original athletics to skip from one to another. The real question is, do the other zombies stay on their feet? That one barely does. The second one, you're like, and you go to the third one. Oh my god. That one too is like, and so you're basically on 3 zombies up from where you were. On your turn, the next one you'd be able to hop from that zombie off, probably onto the steps.
All right, end of my turn.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, you're like running on zombies. Yeah, unless you have a bonus action.
No, I'm checking the link now. I don't know if that's link. Yep. So is that going to roll?
Yeah, there it goes.
17. Hey, I'm blinked.
Oh, you blinked again? Yeah, you did. And so what does that do? That blinks you to like another
ethereal plane.
Another ethereal plane. It's funny. I'm gonna need you to do something special for me, which is roll a Constitution.
Alrighty.
Because you're literally trying to fight Bhaal and leave this place.
Alrighty. I just need to check the wording or something quickly. Do because blazing it gives you something for concentration.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. This isn't considered maintaining concentration on a spell, is it?
Now, let me pull it up again. So blink.
Blink.
Roll 20 at the end of your turn. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from the current plane. At the start of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you are you return to an unoccupied space of your choice. While there, you can see and hear the plane you originated from. More than 6, you can only be affected by another creature on the ethereal plane. So yeah, nothing for Constitution. Simply the movement.
No, the blazing up gives you a advantage on Constitution checks if it's to do with concentrating on spells.
It's not a concentration spell.
It's not.
No, it's not, is it? Oh, no, it's not.
You cast it on self.
There's a duration, isn't there? Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
I forgot it's not Constitution. So Constitution.
Yeah, roll me that Constitution.
Got it. What do I do? Oh, that's the one.
That was a
dice.
D12. Actually, my favorite dice. It doesn't get used enough.
How do I I need to arrange it.
Remember,
back.
Yep, arrange it back. There you go. It'll should pop right to the bottom for you.
Yeah. That makes 14.
Right.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll against you for Bhaal, which he's kind of a god. So here's what happens. You do, in fact, start to. You guys watch as he like and blinks out momentarily. Your body's basically ripping through time and space. You're trying to leave this plane and go to another one, and Bhaal basically reaches out in time and space and begins to pull you back. You're gonna probably. I'm going to spare you the damage of Bhaal. But I'm not going to spare you the damage of him bringing you back down to this plane. And you're going to take fall damage.
Oh, merciful DM.
Oh, good lord.
Merciful DM.
Well, you only take 16 points of fall damage as you fall from the ceiling.
Only 16.
Fall damage is better than ball damage.
That's true. No, you don't want that ball damage.
Nobody wants
not want that ball.
Gets messy.
And you guys watch as he again falls from the ceiling and hits the ground right back in the middle.
Holy balls.
Yeah, Bhaal is pretty impressed by your level of connivery. I don't even know if that's a word, but it is in Bhaal's dominion. Of trying to exit his plane of existence. He may have to keep an eye on you. Or your ego. And we move right along to Derek. Derek, you watched as this happens. You hear him fall from the ceiling and smack the ground.
How far from me is he?
He fell back into the center, kind of where you guys were standing.
Oh,
so if you haven't made it to the stairs, you're like right next to you.
Yeah, I'm still standing in the middle of where I'm still standing where I was. So, you know what? Everyone's heading for the stairs. I'm just gonna head towards zombies and start hitting zombies, I think.
Heck yeah!
Are there any within 25 feet of me? I don't think there are.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll use my movement to get close to a zombie, and then can I ready an attack for when one comes into range of me?
Sure. Yeah, you just kind of like ready your weapon. Is that all you do?
Yeah, I'll just march up to them, maul drawn, ready to smash.
I was gonna say, anything you might want to say to it, or you just like, ready for the zombie?
No, I'm not feeling talky. I'm just gonna hit zombies.
No, what you one-liner, Derek?
No. I brushed some zombie dust off my dress, obviously.
yeah, you try to. Your fingers stick to it. It's like you put your hands on a lollipop, you know?
Oh.
You know, like sticky from all the blood and everything that's dripping from the ceiling, or was dripping from the ceiling. Yeah, you're just like, yeah. Somebody get me a wet wipe. All right, cool. And we move right along to
I had $1 for every time I had that.
Especially in both Dominion.
Are there any zombies within the like right at the
I would say the edge of the stairs. Yeah, you can probably reach some. What you'd have to do is like run to the edge of the stairs, like where it drops off. And there's a couple down there that you could get a hit on.
I just want to, from where I'm standing, just take a swipe with the short sword, just because I haven't hit anything.
Heck yeah! There's plenty of things to hit. Make a swipe.
Take a swing at the nearest one.
Yep. Hit. They're not hard to hit. And roll that damage.
Get them out of my way, Hilts.
Did it roll on your end?
I can feel the focus right now.
There we go.
I know, it's like intense.
It's intense.
I'm like, just roll the damage, my gosh, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no!
The anticipation's killing me. Nice. And you do in fact get a nice good swipe on this zombie. You watch it kind of cut him open, and it continues like. It looks like all the rest of the clones in this room, other than the giant slash that you have put in its chest. Anything else you want to do?
Run up the stairs towards the basin.
Nice, and you do in fact make it to the basin ledge. Just for funsies, my fear is that it's going to take forever to load. I do have an image of like the closer up of the basin itself, but like I said, my fear is it will slow me down. So the basin has like kind of a platform area, and there is it sits up on like another pedestal up higher. The basin is huge, and as a halfling, the piece of solid, basically stone it sits on is your height. What, 4 foot or so? And then this giant basin that sits up over your head, there's a flight of stairs that lead up to it.
Okay. Do I have enough, I don't know, would I have enough movement to pull myself up onto the platform?
No, probably not this round. Yeah, not this round, but you would be able to do it next round for sure. Or like you can run around and grab the All right. You also have a much better view of this situation, and it does, Celts, look like now that you've kind of reached the top, that this zombie horde is pushing in on all of you. It's beginning to encircle the staircase.
Nice. So I'm going to spill my short sword and get ready to go basically my next turn.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, you get your weapons flipped or switched out. That makes it the zombies' turn, and they once again move in on the crew. So they're working together. So that's a hit. The first person's Derek. Derek, these zombies kind of back you up to the stairs, and in doing so are able to get a hit off of you.
Do I get to take my held action before they hit me?
Oh, that's true. You do.
I only get to
go ahead and take it. You are right. I totally forgot about that.
Did that roll in the shot? No, it didn't. There we go.
Oh yeah, it did. It's just got a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, that's not good. So that's
yeah.
What's
you like swing, They forward
14,
anyways.
I think, so.
Oh, it does hit. A 14 hits.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you hit one of them.
Thing.
Roll some damage on him.
Yeah, don't know any zombies.
I was about to say, because that may be one less zombie that gets to hit you.
Hey. 1 second. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, one of them actually like stumbles backwards. So instead of 5 of them hitting you, only 4 of them will.
Goody.
So here's how this
Lucky
works.
you.
Yay.
You take 18 points of damage as these zombies kind of like, and they all like smash into you with their arms and their bodies, trying to push you down on the stairs so they can potentially, you know, bludgeon you to death. Nice. Yay, I finally got a hit off. And it's Finbar's turn. Oh, no, I haven't gone down the road for everybody. Sorry, gang. D20 and Celts, you're up next. The ones on the stairs are going to try to hit you with a dirty 20. I'm guessing hits.
Ooh, that hits.
They swing at like your feet up there at the top as they begin to like pound at your ankles. There are less of them though. I would say there's probably only 2 of them in that position because everybody else is focused on something else. Oh, you'll only take this much damage. Oh, that did not roll. That did not roll like I wanted it to.
That's a lot.
This
24 ankles. Those ankles are fucked.
Would this be a situation where I could use uncanny dodge?
Yeah, I guess I don't see why not. For sure, you could take, yeah, because they're, yeah, sure. That makes total sense to me. So you would take half that, so rogue stuff. So, 5 points instead of 9. As they, like, kind of grab and claw at your tiny halfling ankles. And we start initiative order back over. Ragni, they are extremely close and closing in around you.
Oh wait, does Finbar go? Does I go?
Oh, Finbar, that's right. Finbar's last. Oh, Finbar, yes.
It's alright, it's easy to get. He's easy to don't forget me, I'm here. I got clocked by a zombie as I'm going up the staircase, but I'm gonna still try. In fact, I'll bonus action a Misty Step to get away from the zombie near to me. I gotta run up the rest of the staircase to get to the top of the altar. Out of my way, you fools!
Yeah, you two make it to the top, and you see what Kels is standing there. You said crossbow or bow? Kels, drawn.
Just.
Oh no, we lost him. Was it me?
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I don't know who's being. Okay, so he stands there ready for action, and Finbar joins you. You see what he sees. You're a little bit taller. Your head comes up to about midway up the basin, which sits on this giant slab of rock. That's about 4 foot high, so you have to go up an extra flight of stairs around the side to actually get into the basin.
Well,
that's your back.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I have to agree. Let's go.
Yeah,
I think it's the only way out of here.
Oh man, you guys. I'm gonna bathe in that blood.
Well, my Finbar's thinking is that there's like a plug in there somewhere, and he can like pull out the bath plug and like get out of this place. She said it was a basin, like a sink.
Yeah,
you just have to swim through pounds of blood.
Yeah,
he's done.
I've done worse. Trust me, so much worse.
This is true. Yeah, so that's basically your turn. You managed to get to the top, unless you want
fluids to swim through. Actually,
yeah, you missed a step down to the top. So that is Finbar's turn, and now we start over Ragni. You watch as Finbar disappears kind of from your side and scutters up the stairs.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Are there any zombies around me, or is there
lots of them? They everywhere.
Okay.
They're like hoarding around you at this point.
Okay. So if I wanted to make my way towards where they are, do I have to basically push through or fight? Can I like kind of swing my axe first?
Yeah, so here's what you can do. You're welcome to swing your axe first. So you want to take that combat action, and then you could make movement. So your speed, you can move as far as your speed will allow you to.
Okay. Yeah, I want to swing my axe, kind of clear a path, and then I'm gonna run towards them.
Beautiful. Yeah, we'll say there's like one that's kind of like blocking your path, and you can make a swing at it. So roll your d20, add your strength, proficiency if you're proficient with your weapon as well. So while he rolls this, I'm gonna tell you a really gross, weird story. When I was at SCAD one time, we did this 3D art project where we had to like make something that represented us. This kid in my class went out and made, I don't know how he did it, AK-47 bullets that had like, they were glass, they were clear, and he put different kinds of human bodily fluids in them and put them on display. It was the grossest, weirdest thing I had ever seen. I just saw this. We're talking about bodily fluids in chat, and that's what it reminded me of. All I could think about was these like line of AK-47 bullets that had like bodily fluids.
How many bodily fluids is there?
Well,
a lot.
Well, let's count.
I can
You don't
show
want to
you.
ask that.
Don't ask questions we're not ready for the answer to.
I wrote
Don't
that.
ask what you don't want to know.
Yeah, don't ask things you don't want to know. At a 14, that was for the attack. That actually hits. So now you can roll your damage, which is whatever the damage die is on your weapon, plus your strength. Haha, nice! 8 points of damage on one of them. You like knock him back as he steps out of the way, and you're able to like scutter up the stairs as well and join Celts and Finbar at the top. Ooh.
And now we're at this the top part, right? And then you said there's like
Correct.
another 4 foot or up higher.
Yeah, there's like a giant slab of rock that this big old, basically it's a bowl, it's gold, sits on. There at the top, and you guys can get, there's a flight of stairs where you can go around and up into it, or you could potentially climb it if you wanted to. Yeah, and we move right along to Allure.
Just double checking we do get that magic item, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to use it then. I'm going to use that superior healing potion I picked up because
Do it.
I knew I would need
Love it.
Alright. Superior healing. I forget how many dice that
I
is.
want to think, that's okay, I can find that very quickly here in the library of things.
Ooh.
Let's see what pops up. Does it pop up? No, maybe? I think superior healing is what, it's a D10, right?
It's a certain amount of D4s plus something.
Oh, it's
Is it
multiple
4d4 plus
D4s.
4? I think standard is 2d4 plus
2d4, so
Oh.
superior would be
44.
Uh,
Maybe even 8. I'm making things up.
no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's 8 d4 plus 8. Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
it could be 8.
so.
No, it was a nice.
4, 8.
Whoa,
Ah,
whoa,
that's what I
28
wanted.
points. Nice.
Alrighty.
Nice. Yeah, that's very satisfying to watch happen. You take in all of, you like take it all in, and you guys watch as he stands up and heals himself. I would say your action was drinking, so if you wanted to take
Yeah, yeah.
movement, you could potentially do that.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yep, I'm just going to run straight for the staircase, following everyone this time.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I would say that you're able to make it up the flight of stairs to the top as well. You kind of landed in the center, you drank your potion, and scuttered up to join them. So it's just Derek now on the ground, being all heroic and stuff.
I shout
speaking of
behind me.
it is your turn.
Follow me, dwarf! Follow me!
It-
You're actually kind of useful!
I'll take that.
It's the nicest thing I've ever heard said about that.
That's crazy. I didn't expect a compliment today. That kind of changes what I was going to do, actually. How's everybody else doing for health?
I'm pretty good. I'm at 38
I'm
out of 40.
I'm just fine.
I'm about half. I'm running like 14.
Okay. I
Less
will.
than half.
Yeah, you look around and take an inventory of your team to see how they're all doing. Most of them seem pretty good.
Yeah. Can I make it to the cauldron? Can I make it up the stairs?
Yeah, I would say that you're going to have to make a dex to dodge through a couple of them because you stayed behind a fight, so they began to encircle you. But yeah, you should be able to make it as long as you make the dex.
That
I
is
would
a
take an
big
athletics
ask.
too. I was about to say, if you wanted to do the Like
I'll power through with an athletics.
I was about to say the football push through them versus the like dodging. Yeah, that seems a lot more.
So that's a 12 total with the athletics.
Well, so I would say that you do kind of like barrel through them. Probably not as hard as you could, but you push one of them out of the way and make it up the flight of stairs. The five of you stand there now at the top.
Can I do a bonus action healing word on the Celts?
Oh yeah. When you get up to the top, you say nice healing things to him, bedside manner.
Yeah. I can't remember what heal it is. 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. Sorry, 1 second.
While he's healing me, I'm going to brush some zombie dust off his dress.
As well, because of Divine Domain.
You start doing what?
While he's healing me, I'm going to clean some zombie dust off his dress.
Oh, very kind of you. Yeah,
you
pat him down.
8 hit points.
8 hit points, friend.
Disciple of life.
Like grooming monkeys, one of them is healing, the other one is grooming, and you guys are at the top.
Pay any attention to it. I just tap him on the way past.
Quick thing, I forgot to announce that I was going to cancel Blink, but I forgot to.
Oh, yep, you need to roll for that. You have to roll at the end of your turn.
Oh dear, come on, fail. Oh no!
You succeeded, so you need to make a Constitution.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
He gets thrown back.
There we go.
Hey, it's a pretty good Constitution. Let's see if you
it's
beat,
going to be. I'm not going to win. It can't be all.
Okay. Ball rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is really pissed that this is happening again, even though it's accidental.
Oh, no.
So, Ball's gonna roll some damage this time to you. This is necrotic damage.
Oh god.
Forgive me!
Oh boy.
Ow!
That's
you
a
take
lot of
17 points of necrotic damage as you feel him in your brain, just like ripping and tearing away at your thoughts, and you hear him say, "Nobody leaves here!" And he tosses you again back into the rank of the stairs. Zombies. Yeah, back in the room. He tosses him back in.
Maybe you shouldn't do that anymore.
I didn't mean to! I kind of forgot!
Who was it? It was Kelt's turn. Kelts, we're at the top of the stairs. Everybody's pretty much joined you. At the bottom now stands Allure.
So I'm gonna scramble up the platform and just dive into the basement. Start looking for, like, what Finbar said, some kind of a release that let everything out.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Rip up your character sheet.
No, just throw it away and go home. You guys watch Kelts run up the stairs, and this halfling like dives in. It is a giant basin in terms of, I mean, it's the size of like a jacuzzi or larger. And you begin like splashing around in it, looking for something. Roll me an investigation, because you're trying to find like a plug or something.
Just imagine like a halfling covered in blood just splatting around.
That's basically what you're staring at.
Being towered over by a giant 10-foot tall naked Finbar.
Ooh.
All right. Dang! Hot diggity dogs. Well, friend, your investigation tells you that there is no plug for this basin.
Oh, no, it's so worth it.
There's definitely a way out, and the basin seems to be sitting in a divot.
And I realize this from inside the basin?
I would say your investigation, as you're like digging around in all this blood, you realize, because you were at eye level earlier, that you saw this bowl like basically inset inside of this large chunk of stone.
All right. Do I have any movement left to try to get to the top to see if I can kind of like heater it to get it to spill?
Tip
like dump it out?
Yeah, I'd say that could be your movement action along with the investigation. Like your movement is to try to tip it. So you could maybe make a strength. There is a lot Let's see. Somebody's probably watching me now. I just Googled how heavy is 200 gallons of blood.
Really my thing.
How many elephants?
I probably am just gonna have to go by water, even though I know it's a tad.
How many fin bars are there?
How many fin bars? Wow.
Oof, so I rolled a 2.
You rolled a no. This weighs a lot. This weighs a lot.
It's like covered in blood and awkwardly struggling trying to tip it over. And I'm gonna yell at everyone, help me get this, help me empty this thing, help me empty it, we need to move it.
You guys blatantly hear him say these words out loud, and it is now the zombies' turn. They're going to make an attack on our elf. Actually, yeah, they're going to make an attack on the elf and begin coming. So some of them start to trail the stairs. One of them is going to stop and have it out with the elf at the bottom.
Elf did nothing wrong.
22 hits?
Yeah, 22 is going to hit.
It kind of bumps into you, smashes its hand into your back. It's okay. 6 points of damage. 7 points of damage, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah! Crit success for you!
Hey, nice. Good fight against crit success. Nice.
Perfect, because needed. And the zombies begin like, ugh. You guys see them, so I guess Celts does, you're trying to tip it, but Derek, Ragni, Finbar, you guys are aware that the zombies are beginning to horde up the stairs, pushing some of their fellow zombies off, clearly trying to get to you first.
He's onto something.
Another fireball would be good right about now.
Finbar, it is your turn.
I'm kind of dry.
Has Celts relayed to me what he's found at the altar?
He hasn't relayed to you that what he knows, but he did tell you basically that he's trying to tip it. You're aware that he's trying to rock it or move the bowl in some way.
Okay, I'm gonna try and help him out.
Cool. So I can say what we'll do is every time you guys do this together, you'll take advantage, Celts, on trying to tip it over. So roll again a strength with Finbar working behind you. Actually, it's Finbar's turn. We'll let Finbar make the strength check this time. But you'll take advantage because Celts is helping you.
It's not necessary.
I take that back. I take that back.
That is a
Finbar.
14 on strength.
Did you make it with advantage?
I did.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, no, the two of you,
I'm a
it
strong
budges.
man.
You begin to, Kels, you can feel it from inside. The water's beginning to slosh, which means you guys are beginning to get that momentum rock behind it that you possibly could tip it, but you're going to need some more manpower.
Need more men.
Ragni.
Help
We need
over here!
more men.
All right.
I
I'm
need
gonna
more
run up
men.
there and try to push it as well.
Okay.
Do I do
So
an
you-
advantage, you said? Or?
Yep, you're going to do a strength this time with advantage with both of their help.
Do I add my modifier?
Your strength modifier. Yep, to the whichever. So basically, roll the d20 twice, take the higher one, and then add your modifier. Whoa, a nat 20! You guys watch as Dwarf comes over. And
I'll show you how it's done.
Yeah, do you get a running start? How do you do this, Ragni?
All right. So you said there's staircases going up to.
There's a flight of stairs up to it, yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna notice, Finbar attempt, and I'm gonna just headbutt as hard as I can against the bowl, as hard as I can.
I mean, it is a gold bowl, so you're going to take 2 points of just face damage. As you bash your face against it. Worth it. As you bash your face against it. That's how dwarves do it! And here's headbutt. It is what you guys needed to tip it. Kels, I'm going to have you make a quick dex save to get out of the bowl since you're inside of it, because he just basically tipped it off the left. Make sure you don't get squished.
Do I need to roll it as well? Okay.
You're kind of we're down. You didn't actually go up the flight of stairs, but
Okay.
Kelts is inside of it. So roll me that dex there. Sorry, I reset my thing. Oh, yeah, for sure. You guys watch as Kelts like hops out of this bloodbath, and it tips the whole thing over. 200 gallons, basically, of blood just like dump into this space. Yeah, a lot of blood. It begins to soak the floor. You're now standing in just like a foot of it. Zombies are beginning. There, in fact, stands some kind of hole. It drops directly down into darkness.
That's our way out of here, friends. Into the hole.
Does that count as my movement as well for that running thing?
I would definitely say, yeah, with the run and the push action, that was pretty much it. But the zombies are kind of like slipping and sliding on all the blood that has like run down the sides. I'm just gonna let Allure take a athletics to run up the stairs, and then you can join the party.
Oh,
Oh, you're like, you guys see him down there like slipping and sliding. Oh, unless you want to use your crit, this, you know.
Ooh. No, I'm saving that. I'm going to beat him.
All right. So, yeah, you guys are all basically standing around a 3-foot kind of hole into this concrete slab that filters straight down, almost like a sewage drainage, right down
Gentlemen.
into blackness.
I think we know what we need to do here.
I'm 100%
Please.
behind you. I don't know what you're gonna say.
Whatever
I'm behind you. You being behind him. So I think you'll be fine.
And I'm gonna 3-point spin, backflip, and then forward dive into the hole.
Head first.
Do you want to make the? I would take performance or acrobatics for that, just to make sure you know.
I go to the edge of the altar, like, you know, an Olympic athlete when they start at the edge of like the mat, and then they start running and flipping over. You're just like
backhand spring front touch.
A 10 sign.
That's an 11. How much of my neck do I break?
It is almost a perfect routine. He flips and tumbles. It is the last moment before he hops in the hole that he like slips. He and splans out, and he basically. You hear him like banging against the sides of the concrete as he falls down the black hole.
The wet slapping sound of Finbar.
As he's falling, can I kind of listen to the hole to try to gauge how deep the hole is based off his like hoofs and pumps?
Sure. Why don't you roll me an
I was
insight?
gonna throw an arrow down, but this works.
Oh, yeah, you
Finbar
can.
works just fine.
Stakes were made.
Yeah. There it goes. All you can hear is his echo. You're not sure how far down, but it doesn't seem to end. Finbar, you are just falling.
Shit. But like continually hitting myself on the side.
Yeah, you're just like dunk, 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 yeah, all the way down this kind of 4-foot hole.
I'm just gonna kind of look up to everybody real confused and go, he's still going.
I cycle through my library of like attack sounds.
And they seem to be getting farther and farther away. He's definitely falling.
I'm glad we established that.
But he's getting farther and farther away. The 4 of you stand there. I'm gonna need you to take action, or zombies are going to attack you as they continue up the stairs at you.
I'm jumping in. I told you I was behind you, Finbar. I'm jumping in.
Well, he jumped in. I have to jump in, so I'm gonna follow, and I'm gonna jump in too.
Down the hole.
Lady first.
All right then. I'll just step in. No theatrics, just step. Dwarf in the hole.
Oh wait, I
You
still haven't.
barely. I was gonna say you have. We'll get there. You have yet, Derek, to actually, or you barely fit in this hole with your belly.
Oh,
It is
very
swollen, and you like
pregnant.
you
The hole's
eke down.
lubricated, right?
Sure, it's blood and stuff. You slide down it, but it is like really tight. You can hear yourself like.
Like, if the babies get hurt, that's a price I'm willing to pay, you know?
Yeah, I do know. I do in fact know.
You know so
Laura,
well.
it has happened again. It is your time to make a blink spell.
I hope I
Or
fail.
a blink roll.
Oh, damn it! I want to fail.
Nope. Roll that.
I'm using my nat 20. 21.
Beautiful. So you roll a nat 20 basically on the roll against Bhaal and break free, in fact. We're going to come right back to you in that.
Oh,
You basically burst out of this place. You feel Bhaal ripping at your ankles, literally and figuratively, as you basically climb for the ethereal plane. Ragni, you jumped in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah, you jumped in before Derek did. And you guys fall and fall and fall. Derek, you slide and slide. Celts, you never actually bump into Finbar, though you hear him in front of you. The same thing for you, Ragni, as you guys basically are just falling down this tube. Something in the darkness reaches out and grasps you by the throat. You don't know what it is, stopping you midway. You can feel it choking the life out of you. Bhaal's voice rings in your ear. You were supposed to die! And he begins to squeeze all of you. You begin to pass out. Yeah, you get that bloodshot look in your eyes. The blackness like pans over. And right before you die, the grasp like releases. And you open your eyes and all four of you are sitting in a tavern. At a table together. There's half like drunk mugs. Derek, you're not pregnant.
Oh, hello. Is there anybody else
drinks.
in the tavern?
Yeah, it's full of people.
Hang on a minute.
Does anybody remember? Did anyone else just have a really weird dream?
That wasn't
Or
a
was that
dream.
just
This
me?
might be the dream.
This could be the dream. Last thing I remember, I was diving into a shaft with 4 gentlemen.
Yes.
Were you all very drunk?
And you were
No,
wearing a dress.
Am I still wearing
And
my
your
dress?
belly. And I'm gonna start rubbing Derek's belly. What happened to your belly?
Don't touch what you can't afford.
Damn.
So
Just damn.
I look around
Yeah,
the tavern. Is there anyone else in it aside from us?
Oh yeah, it's full. People are drinking. Mary, there's a woman, a dwarven woman, in fact, behind the bar wiping tables down.
I'm going to
Oh,
say
hey,
a quiet prayer to Ilmater and see if all gets angry.
Okay. You say a prayer.
I call over to the woman.
I'm gonna have you roll an Arcana, actually, on this.
Okay. Okay.
Also, my wild magic search from Crimson Phoenix is that anyone that cuts me with a blade gets an electric shock. Huzzah!
Oh, huzzah!
Pow.
All
I
right.
rolled a 1 on my Arcana, so
you're
that's
an electric
3.
rod.
So a 3. You send your prayer out. Nothing comes back. The feeling
It's
of
fine.
just emptiness.
That's what I've come to expect.
Then it's just like any other day. A quaint young girl, could not be older than probably 13 or 14, comes up to the table and she says, can I get you another round?
None for me.
Yes, we're good girl. Where are we exactly? What is the name of this tavern again? I seem to have slipped my mind.
Oh, yes, of course. This is the Ginger Brew Pub.
Ginger Brew Pub. And is there any rituals or sacrifices or, Festivals, any balls around here?
I'm not sure I understand what you mean. I mean, no, we're just a normal day. I've been serving beer. It's been a little busier, maybe.
What are we all drinking?
I'll take another mug.
Remind me again. What kind of drinks are we buying rounds of?
Oh, this is Miss Brulnice's #1 red ale.
That sounds good.
Right.
I'll have one.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish what's in my mug and ask for another round too.
Okay. You do this, and she walks off and to fill your order. We're gonna pan, in fact, over to Allure. As you've ripped yourself free of Baal's dominion, you float basically out in time and space. Your body's being drawn towards an ethereal plane, though you've not reached your destination yet. As you float, I'm gonna need you to make a will save.
A resplendent offering.
Do you even have that anymore?
Wild magic surge to all of the players here. Crimson Phoenix. That is.
Oh yeah, they don't do will anymore, do they? Okay, yeah. Everybody, make your wild magic search first. This may actually inform quite a few things.
How do I do
the command in the VMix chat? I've got the command. You can
sided die.
/die.
No, I did not do that right.
Right.
Yeah, make sure you put the /die.
Yeah. Die. Not R, die.
So Darak,
is
your
it 10?
wild magic surge 10,000. That's it. Cool.
7,000.
Sorry, I got these in.
Sorry.
Darak's attempts at scrying yield visions of the distant past.
Don't do much of that.
Not so much anymore.
I don't even write my name.
Finbar asserts that he will go insane unless he eats 4 apples. Or 1d4 apples. I'm going to go insane if I don't eat some apples right now. I've been really craving them this whole time since I've been in this place. I'm getting my hands on
case of scurvy being in Baal's domain.
I'm pretty scurvilicious right now. Let's see. Yeah, Allure 7683. Allure's weapon is clear like glass, but is all but unbreakable.
Nice.
I was about to say, you carry a weapon? That's pretty sweet.
I carry a scimitar.
His
Great.
dance moves are his weapons.
We will we'll send you back to that. In what rolled?
I got it. Ragni rolled. Target begs someone to bite off 1d10 of his fingers. Please, bite off my fingers.
Okay.
Please, listen, I don't want these anymore.
All right, and what happens to Kels?
For 1d4 weeks, Keltz's eyelids glow brightly in the dark.
Okay. All right, here's how this happens. We are watching Lura as you kind of are passing through time and space. Things are whizzing past you. Your mind can't concentrate really on anything. And you come to a resounding halt in a very white, bright space. Definitely what one might consider the ethereal plane, at least in terms of where you just came from. And a resonating voice speaks out to you. You see nothing but this brightness. It's even hard to get your eyes to like dilate and take it all in. And it says, "We are impressed, wizard. You have made it this far. But unfortunately, we must send you back. For you do not belong to us. Bhaal owns you until he is through with you. But we shall gift you something in return for your impressive display." And the scimitar at your side turns this clear color, almost invisible as you hold it. Kind of see through it almost like a crystal ball. You tap it against your hand and it feels almost indestructible. You now have the additional power of the ethereal plane. The blade makes no sound. May you use it wisely against Bhaal, or his power has grown stronger. This may be his return. And you hear a booming noise as you are whipped back through time and space, and dropped in a tavern. He hits the seat next to Finbar, blowing up dust, and Lure back from the ethereal plane. The girl walks over with drinks and goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I only brought 4. Let me go get another one." And you called for apples? You called for apples?
Apples? I will go insane if you don't give me some apples, woman. I've been apple-free for weeks.
Right. I'm gonna need you to roll that 1d10 to see how many fingers you want them to bite off there, Ragni.
Don't think we forgot.
Yeah, don't think I forgot.
He wants our entire hand gone.
The girl goes, "Sir, you look a bit nervous. Are you okay?" She looks right at Ragni.
Is it saying that I want someone to bite them, or I'm biting them myself?
I think it said that it wants
somebody
to
bite them off. Yeah.
Beg somebody else to bite them off.
This is gonna sound really weird, little girl, and I don't want you to run away from me, but I need you. Listen, this is life or death. Please, please, bite off my fingers.
And this is why I don't like dwarves, right?
I'm
It's like,
sorry.
oh my God.
Sir, I cannot bite off him. I have to go get his apples. And this gentleman a drink.
Listen, I'm going to die if you don't bite off my fingers.
This
is a life or death situation.
Well, I'm going to go insane if you don't get me apples.
I was going to say, here's what I need. I need, Ragni, I need you to roll a persuasion to try to persuade this little 12-year-old girl to bite your fingers off.
No,
what am I playing?
Oh, it's low, thank God.
Okay. Out of 10. Out of 10, she goes, how about this? I'm gonna go get his apples, and when I come back, I'll bite your fingers. Okay?
Right, but you better hurry.
Usually
you better hurry.
Usually have to pay extra for that.
Okay. She scutters. Yeah, she scutters off in a hurry. Yeah.
Check this out. As I pull out the sword and just bash it against the table.
Yeah. Everybody in the bar goes silent as they turn and look at all of you.
That sounds like it's making some noise to me.
Just having a drink here, fellows. Perhaps you've heard of me. I'm Finbar's boss
of some kind.
I'm the dancer.
Yes. Has anyone here, and I look towards the others, trust me, has anyone here heard of a man or a god named Bhaal?
The bar is really quiet. You hear the little girl in the back go, "He asked me to bite off his fingers."
It wasn't me. I've never been charged.
Blame the dwarf.
The dwarven woman, the very stout dwarven woman from behind the counter goes, "He asked you to do what?" She comes like, this Bruni's lady chops, named aptly based upon her giant female lady chops that are braided down her chin on either side, stands in a bright red kind of umber color. She comes stomping out, wiping whatever she was doing in the back on her apron. "Did you ask my waitress to bite off your finger?" She stares right at Ragni.
It must not be me. It must be the other dwarf.
Could have been the other one. They look the same.
Finger.
I think it's the other
It was
dwarf. I
have to tell them
It
about
wasn't
sometimes.
me.
You know
It
who
was
it is.
just the other dwarf.
Misunderstanding.
I never.
We were
I
simply
would
having
never-
a nice day, drinking our red ale, and then the lots of you come in 3 hours ago, sit here all day, drink only a single pint, and now you're asking my waitress to bite off 5 of your fingers?
Just 5. Why not stop there? You know?
I just need her to bite 5 of my fingers off.
Just
Maybe
just
it's
the
a
right hand or
difference.
2 on one, 3 on the other. The thumbs
It doesn't
out.
even need to be like, in order. It could be, out of order fingers.
flexible.
If that's what she wants.
You know,
She
and
wanted
if
some
that's
fingers
you,
and
if you're that
some toes.
Oh dear.
He's very
He
flexible.
stands up and goes, "Anybody here in the bar interested in dwarven fingers?"
I will say this opportunity doesn't come around very often.
I'll swing
Once
this
in a
deal.
lifetime.
I'm gonna look through my bag to grab all the money that I have because I'm so determined about getting my fingers bitten, and I'm gonna just pull all my money, which I think I have 10 gold, and just lay it on the table, and just say, I will give anybody who bites all 5 of my fingers my 10 gold.
There's a kobold in the back that stands up and goes, "I'll eat him."
Okay.
And he like
Come on,
like
boy.
running over. Everybody begins to gather around to watch this happen. The kobold, let's just see, because I don't think he's going to be able to bite it off in one fell swoop.
That's great.
Yeah, it may take he may have to gnaw at them a little bit. May have
Consider me
to.
interested.
Just a wee bit. Also, welcome in raiders from Zhang's channel. How you guys doing?
Oh yes, nice raid. I don't know exactly how much HP fingers count as, but I'm gonna say for each one, it's definitely. Yeah, they're single digits, so we're gonna give them 1 HP apiece. So I'm gonna roll the first time around for this kobold to bite off your fingers. In fact, it gets 4 of them. The center 4 of your fingers in one fell swoop. You guys hear this kobold crunch straight through. All that's left is like the nub of his hand as it like squirts blood everywhere. The kobold like
nubs.
Oh,
yeah,
it feels so good.
Swallows it down.
So good.
And he says,
I got
one
over
more
to him.
Oh, nice. So nice of you, Celts. He slides the beer over to you, the red ale, and Brulnice like shields the little girl's eyes. And the kobold says, "Stop shaking! I can't bite you if you're shaking."
Well, I'm sorry. I just had my fingers bitten off, but okay.
You asked me to. And in that moment,
the last one.
it goes, okay, 1, 2, and then bites before it gets to 3, like surprises you.
I mean, once you offer a man a finger, it's very difficult to take it back.
It's the worst waffle I've ever been to.
Another 5, and it does it, and actually takes off like that little soft piece here too.
Oh,
you know, it like takes it all off. So really, all that's left is like the base area of the hand. You're spouting blood everywhere. Brulny says, "My God, you heathens!" and slaps like a rag in direction so you can like wrap it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it and wrap my little stump.
So,
the kobold lets out a burp and goes back to his corner.
Question.
That was
weird. Yeah,
it's very odd. That whole thing.
Yes. Do you have all
And
10
I
of your
just-
toes, Mr.
And I just swam through 200 gallons of blood, but that was weird.
You haven't even got your apples yet.
I just went to go and talk
I'm going
to some...
insane.
I talked to some people in a light room. Have you guys ever been outside of this place? Because there was like this big white room, and I heard
Like,
voices.
what town is this? Is it a town or a
Brulnice?
city?
Yeah, Brulny says, "No, this is no town. It's a waypoint. This is my small, quaint village,
Waypoint.
you might call it." Yeah,
This
she
is
says,
the
"Yes."
Is there a
there
child in
anything I
this
can
village? Is there a child in this village named Bhaal?
No,
there's
I
some
do not
very
know
cruel
this
parents in
name.
this village.
Is there a plain-looking woman who might have a child named Bhaal? Oh,
No.
is there a woman named Gloria? You'd know her because the name.
What a
awful.
horrible name. Says Brulnice. No,
can I-
nobody by the name of that here, though we have travelers and adventurers come through every day.
Can I get another mug of this ale? And do you sell jerky here?
You want a
Of
finger?
course, we have the finest giant jerky.
I'll take
Giant?
some of that as well, please.
Yes, of course. Anybody
Is it
else for
delicious?
giant jerky?
I'll
It's
eat a
very
giant.
expensive.
I travel with 4 of them.
It's a really bad joke.
You guys need like a hi-hat sound effect for this show.
It's really bad. And she says, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere. And she walks off. The little girl comes out with a tray. And you know how like not even a bowl. There are 4 apples on it, but she's shaking in terror. So the apples are like rolling around this like flat tin tray. And she's like, I got your apples.
Thank you. I was about to go
He's
insane.
about to go insane.
Please don't. You don't ask people eat you when you go insane, do you?
I don't know. I've never been insane.
Oh,
You sure?
well, please.
Eat the apples and find out.
Good idea. I start eating the apples. That's better. Oh, I feel sane already.
How do you like them apples?
Something
Very
really interesting. What is that squirming around? Oh my god! Blech. Pull out a worm that's been like has embedded itself in the apple. The interior core of the apple is rotten.
I knew we were here still.
Oh,
See, and I turn it around. I'm like, see, everything is shit here as well. You know, it's just like in Bhaal's place where they're like, "Oh, it's fine. There's a festival," and really they're trying to kill everyone. Or it's, "Oh, there's a party," and really they're trying to kill everyone. Oh, here's this food. But really, they're just trying to kill everyone with shit food and shit service. I'll say that.
Finbar, question.
Now,
Sometimes
I
it's
like
wrong.
this place.
Are you going
leaving
to
a
eat
bad
the
review. Yes, because I'm going to go insane if I don't. So I start eating.
it's really interesting.
It's like quite
the exterior
insane
is.
as I do this.
The exterior of the apple is very bright and looks very fresh. It is the interior core that seems to be rotten. Brulnice comes back with plates of this kind of smelly jerky. It's a big old piece too. Like this pieces of jerky are like this. Shriveled up, kind of a strange gray color, in fact, around the edges. And she slams down a few more pints of ale, of this red ale, and she says, "Now, you're going to pay for all of this, and you're not going to cause any more trouble. No more limb eating, not in my bar, unless it's giant jerky."
That seems fair to me. Yeah.
She walks
Bye.
away, kind of eyeballing you. Eyeballing you.
Hey,
What
Finbar,
is this tasteful woman?
you can play a guitar or something like that, a lute or like a flute, anything like that.
I suppose, gentlemen, I rather think we should take a look outside and figure out if we're still inside this box-like realm that Bhaal has kept us in. Something
You
tells
know
me
what?
that we are.
I'm happy here.
I'm not pregnant here, and that is a big plus.
Hey, Chelsea, do you
I don't
remember my
have
biggest
fingers.
fan?
Oh, yeah, is she back?
Yeah.
This is the worst girlfriend in the world. She cannot die. This bitch does not die.
One thing I demand of all of my girlfriends, as a baseline, that they can be killed. But she does not even meet that
She
base requirement.
No, which is why she was never really your girlfriend.
Yep, that's she's the worst. All right, let's take a look outside and see if we're still in here. I'm gonna go to the door.
As
Are
you
we all
step
going
up
to
to
the door
the
together?
door, that's not like you guys are ditching Brulnice and the giant bill you just got like rang up. Do you all go to the door? Or is it just Finbar?
I'm staying here.
I'm gonna just stare at my hand.
Yeah. I'm staying here.
Finbar, as you get close to the door, a hooded figure steps in your way and like blocks you, and you hear him say, "You don't want to leave, do you?"
Oh God, who the hell are you then? Gloria, is that you? Looks like you. Tough to tell. Is that a beard?
She pulls her hood back, and it is in fact your favorite girlfriend standing right there staring at you, and she says, "I found you, Finbar." There are pieces of her face like missing from where she's been stepped on by dinosaurs. You're not sure if she's undead or what she is, but she still stands
I
there.
literally pushed you into an oncoming dinosaur about yesterday.
No dinosaur can stop my love, Finbar.
She is persistent.
That's a good line. I'm gonna have to use that myself.
She says, "Kiss me, Finbar. Kiss me!" And she goes in for a kiss. You're welcome to make a dex.
At this point, Finbar like gives in. He's like, "Fine."
Does he give in?
Yeah.
Oh,
ego.
Fine. My self-esteem is at an all-time low. My balls have been drained, and here I am.
You're like,
I just ate
screw it.
4 rotten apples, and I think I'm insane now.
And you definitely have a stomach ache.
Yeah.
So she goes in for the kiss, and you let her kiss you. And when she does, and she pulls back, something happens. There's this kind of crazy look in her eye. Every time you give in to her love, she gets a little crazier, and she says, "Oh, Finbar, I could just eat you alive. You look so good."
I was hoping that was going the other way.
And she goes in for another kiss, but this time with teeth.
There is now a peacock that will try to mate with Finbar, but will attack me if not successful. Thanks so much, Winfor. I super appreciate that.
Wow.
Will no one stop trying to mate me here? I know I'm sexy. I know.
So first off, I just need you to know, if you've never seen peacock or an ostrich have sex. I also have a story behind that, but I'm not going to tell you that one today. It is a very strange and disgusting sight to behold. The female bird will, in fact, bury herself into the ground so that she can only be seen from the neck up. And the peacock will then, or ostrich will then mount the female bird so that you cannot see her. So it just looks like it's like fluttering its wings on the ground. So this is what happens.
Wow,
Finbar has been targeted. Right, there you go. That is your history lesson, or that is your mating lesson for the day. Balls with
I do one
Chelsea.
every day.
So this, your girlfriend goes in for another kind of vigorous kiss, hands on the face, and out of nowhere, kind of like kung fu kicking with its talons, comes a peacock. And this peacock is like, "Ah!" as it jumps at your ex-girlfriend, and they begin ex-girlfriend and cat fighting. Feathers go flying. It begins ripping and tearing up her face. She's like, "No, God, not my beautiful face!"
Yes, get him! Get her! Whatever she is.
And she her tongue falls out of her mouth. Her face is ripped into pieces on the ground. And there stands this male peacock, feathers flayed, and it begins to like flutter them in its mating ritual as it like dances towards you, Finbar. It's getting ever closer.
I use that one as well. That's a good dance routine.
Hello?
I thought you meant to use that peacock.
Nobody in the bar has noticed this peacock. I'm so tickled. Nobody in the bar has noticed this peacock doing a mating ritual for you, or like this dance, and it like continues to like flutter. I mean, it's a peacock; it can't really talk, but it gets
Not really.
closer.
Not really. It can talk with his body.
Yes, right. It's giving you all the
so
body
high.
language. You're getting all the peacock body language.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's getting ever closer. Do you want to do anything?
I'm flattered, but you see, no, that's not possible. Darak, I think I've found a dwarf. Is this a female dwarf?
You can keep the dwarf. That's fine by me.
That's insulting, sir.
To the peacock.
The peacocks, yes.
The peacock begins to like dance around sideways towards the back side of you, Finbar.
Okay, I'm gonna start opening the door.
Nobody interrupted.
Another person steps out. You feel the door like it's locked, and somebody grabs your wrist. A cold, heavy hand of a dragonborn. In fact, he goes, "You aren't leaving, are you?"
There's my good man. I think a peacock is trying to fuck me, and I think I'm well within my rights to leave your establishment now.
The dragonborn goes, "Sir, there is no peacock in this bar."
I look behind me. Is the peacock still there?
I'm getting close. You can.
Okay.
Good lord.
No, don't interrupt. Let this happen.
Okay. Okay.
Just let it happen. Why can't I leave? Why can't...
You are welcome to leave anytime you want. You just don't want to leave right now.
Why is that?
Well, because of course you're not done with your drinks or your giant jerky.
I turn back to the others. I'm like, we're in the fucking place again. It's the worst. We're in the worst place. He's not letting me go. And there's a peacock trying to leave at any time. I just need 4 apples. I don't know what you want from me.
You need to enjoy some of this right here.
I turned to the peacock with the last of my dignity. What do you want?
Does that count?
I'm going to suggest that he sit down and drink his drinks and eat the giant jerky.
And maybe
everyone eat up.
Do you guys start like eating at the table?
Oh, if you sit in a chair, the backside of you is going to be safe.
Oh.
Do you go for the table, Finbar?
Will you look genuinely upset?
This is my lowest of lows. This is rock bottom. Peacock. I don't know what you are, but I think I know what you need.
It like you hear it go. I think it's like closer.
And I guess perhaps you and I could. And I just point just over to the walls of the bar, just over its shoulder.
I guess a peacock can turn its head. It like turns and looks
I turn
at the
invisible.
Oh no! It turns back around and it's like and begins actively searching for Finbar. This peacock is pissed. It starts
I
getting a
start
little
jumping on the table. It's like the floor is lava, you know, like. This peacock begins like fluttering around the space. Nobody seems to really notice it, but it is like it'll like walk in. It's like looking for you in the bar. It is just actively searching for you. The 4 of you can see it, though it's not really interested in 4 of you.
Everybody be cool.
Should we do
I kind of want to go
about this?
I don't. Peacocks are showing up. Random people trying to. I don't like this. Like, rotten apples.
This is the best it's gonna get. So I suggest we just let Finbar deal with this. And remember this moment for the rest of your life.
Is there any windows?
There are in fact windows. Just like those like tavern latch windows. There's one across like that sits next to the booth right next to you guys, or like right in front of you. There's some people at it. There's like a human male, some kind of dark cloaked figure sitting with him, and a woman, in fact, who seems to be in some kind of wizard's robes.
I'm too good to mingle with common folk. He clicks his fingers. I'm casting.
Did we lose him?
Oh, no. There he is.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're good.
Yeah, sorry. I'll cast knock on the window.
What do you cast on the window? I'm sorry.
Knock.
Oh, knock. So we hear on the other side of the window. The people at the tavern look at the window, shrug it off, and go back.
The thing about knock is it bursts open locked.
Oh, it burst it open. So you see the windows burst inwards. As soon as they burst inwards and kind of explode, they like, immediately there are 2 windows that replace it. Like right before your eyes. The peacock has started to make its way back over to the table and has decided that it's going to have a seat right next to the table until Finbar comes back where he left him. So he kind of like scutters down and like fans its feathers out as it just like sits and waits on Finbar. The ever-present peacock.
Can I like go behind the bar to one of the woman who came and gave us a jerky? You have to save me.
Bronies is like, where did that come from?
The voice.
What is a Finbar?
The voice of your future.
Future.
We have a decision to make. All of the giant jerky in the world could be ours. If we killed that peacock so that it didn't fuck Finbar.
She goes, I like the jerky. I don't understand the peacock part.
Me neither. Let's kill it because we don't understand it.
What peacock? Voice from the future?
Let's kill it before it fucks anything.
What peacock? And you guys hear Bronies behind the counter goes, what peacock? As she yells out. And this is all kind of happening. Finbar's having this conversation. The window explodes out. You guys watch this happen. Derek, will you make me a constitution check?
Oh, a check or a save?
Actually, let's do a save.
Correct answer.
Good question. Good question.
Is it against poison, by any chance?
It is not.
Damn. Okay. That's fine. That is a 13.
This ripping pain tears into your gut, into your side, kind of in your abdomen area. Sears across, makes you weak in the knees. You feel like you're gonna vomit, like your body is trying to get rid of something. And it happens again. And you guys watch as Derek's water breaks in the bar. Something liquid pours out of his... Are you still wearing the dress? No, you're in pants now, aren't you?
I'm wearing the dress.
Oh, you're still wearing...
He says defensively. I'm wearing the dress.
My bad. Yeah, his water breaks inside of the tavern. You can see it. You hear it like hit the floor. No, those of you at the table, so Kelson and Ragni, yeah, it splashes your feet.
Dude, I don't know what just happened to me, but I'm very wet now. And ow, also.
Yep, and again, that pain as your body tries to get rid of something, excavate it from your form.
Oh boy.
And it's about this time that the door to the tavern opens. God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. In walks a Finbar. The peacock perks up. Because it is, in fact, of course, Bhaal, not Finbar. And the only reason you can tell a difference is because Bhaal's eyes stayed this terrible red color. But it looks like a Finbar. It's the correct size and everything. Though it wears a black robe instead of, I'm guessing, Finbar's well-formed, normal outfit. And as he walks in, everything basically goes silent and freezes. And he steps in, you hear the click of his boots. And he says, Finbar, I know you're here. He looks at the peacock, which is like frozen mid, you know, flutter. Not understanding that situation, he says, but you. He looks at Derek. It is time, isn't it?
No.
Yes.
Oh, no. Ow. No.
Yes, it is. And he walks over and puts his hand where your belly would be.
Don't touch what you can't afford. Get over this.
He says, that is mine that you carry. You're simply an incubator. And he snaps his fingers. And everything that you guys were in is no longer there. The five of you now lay on a metal slab.
Oh, this again.
And this time, Derek, you are, in fact...
Stirruped.
Oh god, yeah, you're stirruped. You look to your right, and there lays Ari, who is also stirruped. And as you look right and left, you realize that the chamber that you stand in goes for hundreds of feet, and lined next to one another, line by line by line by line by line, is Ari's, as far as the eye can see. Hundreds of them, cloned versions of her, pregnant in the middle of giving birth. Derek, you look to your left and see all the Aries past it, but right next to you is a familiar face because it's your own. You turn, and an identical version of yourself looks at you. A evil twin, one might say. It smiles this evil grin and says, "Aren't we lucky to be bringing his spawn into the world?"
Oh, this is the worst. Good.
How did you get
here?
Yeah, now the three of you are also strapped to tables right next to, it's like Finbar and then the three of you. You guys have little to no context, in fact. You are in a giant holding facility with all of these identical women strapped to tables, and everybody's giving birth, at least from what you can tell. Derek, in fact, is also giving birth next to a twin version of him.
Also, Chelsea, we have...
I've never seen a male dwarf give birth.
God. We have The Rock, who is coming to help us as an ally.
Dwayne The Rock.
Dwayne Rock
yeah.
Johnson. Okay. Derek and Finbar and Evil Derek lay strapped to a table with Aries all around them. You begin to notice as these like hands are pushing out of your stomach. Derek, you're beginning to feel that feeling again, like something's crawling up and out of you. You can feel fingers starting to claw at your throat as it, begins to come out. It presses against your already taut belly. The one next to you, the Derek next to you, screams out in pain. Aries are screaming everywhere. As we hear somebody at the end go, men aren't supposed to give birth? I don't know why he's a superhero, but the Dwayne Rock Johnson rocks in at the end of the alley and comes like running down, and he says, "Not on my watch." And he uses a knife he's got on his side.
Get him, Dwayne.
I picture the like Jumanji version. He looks over at Finbar, and kind of his Dwayne Rock Johnson senses start tingling. He goes, "I don't have time to save you all. You and you." And he points at you, Azur, Celts, and Ragni, and like pops your leather strap.
Not me.
And he says,
You're all
"Quick!"
fuck buddy. Come on.
He says, "Quick, let's go."
Bye, Finbar. Nice knowing you.
Come on, guys.
I'm sorry,
And
it's The Rock. It's The Rock.
The three of you, along with the Dwayne Rock Johnson, run off into the darkness. And as you guys exit, you see that this goes on for quite a while until you find a door and exit through it. Derek and Finbar, you're left laying on the slab with three empty ones next to you as Aries everywhere begin being ripped open from the stomach. Things are beginning to crawl out. They're screaming and wailing, the women in pain. And Derek, you begin to feel the cracking of your ribs as you had three of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your triplets begin to fight for who's coming out first. And that is where we are going to end today's episode.
Ooh, yay.
Just ridiculous.
Dwarf giving birth to triplets. Great cliffhanger.
I never thought that, one, I would ever have to play a male peacock on a stream. And two, I never thought that I would see Will actually unknowing of what to say in a moment. That look on Will's face was like,
my God.
My God.
How do you respond to a peacock trying to
that's it. That's all I got, gang.
Yeah, no, great job, everyone.
Cool. I'm happy to know that.
Yeah.
I got saved by
Dwayne the Rock Johnson has Dwayne the Rock Johnson sense. I didn't know he had that.
Who knows? He may be in Ball's Dominion.
That's impressive.
Actually,
I didn't know he had that.
He does. He has a special sense.
I might go see Skyscraper now because of that.
He has the sense of a rock.
My one weakness, peacocks. Yep. Turns out they're my weakness all along. Well, my friends, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of The Trials of Bhaal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let us know. And of course, if you haven't followed the show yet, hit the follow button and join us. Be sure to check out the sponsors who support the shows and make all of these fab games happen. Of course, stick with us because we're not done yet. We've got a third and final game for the night, Skyrim Death of a Dragonborn, happening in just a few minutes' time. So stick with us for that. But let's go around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? And of course, where can we find you guys online? Chelsea, great job tonight. How was that for you?
You know, I played a peacock, man.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm sure come tomorrow there will be clips everywhere of Chelsea in her sexiest peacock form, no doubt. So, you know,
relying on it.
It was like a Thursday. It's just a Thursday. It's just a Thursday on ERP. 40 peacocks and lots of balls.
Yep.
That's it. Oh, if you want to find me online, if you want to find me online so that you can embarrass me with such clips, you can do so at little_red_dot. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. There on my Twitter, you can find my weekly schedule along with a link to my Discord where you can come hang out and chat and talk things, sometimes D&D, sometimes other stuff. So yeah, Mondays I'm in a Princess of Apocalypse campaign. Wednesdays catch me on the North by Northwest podcast. Here on Thursdays. This Friday, in fact, I'm going to be playing a new, brand new campaign using a system called the Wilderness of Mirrors, which is a big spy game. Basically, we're in the 60s, espionage, all that stuff. And then Saturdays you can catch me on Roll For It in a World of Darkness campaign at the moment. So lots of places to see me, but the best way to get me is on Twitter.
Amazing. Thanks, Chelsea. Great job. As always, let's go to Paul. Same questions, my friend. Great job tonight as well.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. First time playing D&D, and let me say it is definitely a memorable one that I will never forget. So thank you guys for that, and I definitely enjoyed it. You can find me on twitch.tv/n1123. I'm a variety caster here on Twitch, play random games most of the times, and just starting to get into D&D, so you'll see a lot more of that stuff on my channel, as well as map creating, which is what I really want to do. So also my Twitter is at n1123. So everything is just at n1123. And yeah, I just want to say, dude, this was a ton of fun. I had a blast, and never look at a peacock the same way again.
Not ever the same way again. I'm gonna go find a gift right now for all of us so we can have nightmares.
Oh, amazing. Yes, we take the D&D virginity of yet another with peacocks and biting off fingers. Great stuff. Chris, same question.
That was awesome. That was so much fun. It's even better now that I know that it was your first time. That's amazing. That was ridiculous.
I can't believe I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Know. And I can't wait to give birth. It's been coming for so long. It's going to be horrific, and I can't wait till next week.
Like 9 months.
Where can you find me? I do all sorts of stuff. I'm on Twitter as Pangalactic. I run a resource D&D website called Loot the Room. I'm on YouTube. I'm in a band and stuff, and all my DM skill stuff is on sale at the moment, so you should go check that out. I'm going to drop some links in the chat.
Awesome. Great stuff. Thank you, Chris, as always, and good guy pie.
Oh, what do you say to a session like that? It's just beautiful. I thoroughly enjoy these. I am Good Guy Pie. You can find me at Good Guy Pie pretty much anywhere on the interwebs. Too Good To Guy on the Twitters. You can check out my art, which I occasionally post. And you also can find me on Tool School's channel, playing the Vice.
Awesome. Great stuff. Thanks so much, Good Guy Pie. And last but not least, Celts.
Had a blast, as always. I'm on Twitter at the Celts. Just anytime I can weasel my way into any of these games, I try to, because they're just so much fun. And today was like doubly so. It was completely ridiculous. Loved every second of it. Thank you.
It was.
You guys should know I
indeed.
planned this to be a serious campaign.
I think at times today I forgot I was even playing, because I was just kind of like watching, like, oh, that's crazy, what? And then I'd have to remember to say something because I'm part of it. So yeah, it was great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, glad you had a good time. And thank you to everyone for turning up tonight and playing with us. If you guys in chat want to come along and play, then !play will take you to the link on the website. We do all the sign-ups via the Discord nowadays. So if you haven't joined in our role-playing game Discord, then definitely come and do so. You can come sign up for games and look for games with all of the other hundreds of folks in there who play and love RPGs, so you can come and join us there. But stick with me here, because it's time for Skyrim Death of a Dragonborn in just a wee bit. So we'll see you guys then. Until next time, my friends. Try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be there laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Oh, don't get fucked by a peacock. Bye!
Good night, everybody.